Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. It's Paula here with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Today we are coming in to close out our September 20th budget and talk about our actual expenses and how it went. So let's jump right in. For our income, my paycheck was what we expected it to be. It was $12.65.38. My husband's was as well, $15.40.89. Roundups for our cash in was at $7.32. That is when we round up when we put cash in to cover non-cash expenses. So $7.32 is that roundup, and I have $6 from selling eggs. Okay, so that leaves our total inflow at $28.19.59. That is the income that we are working with to start. All right, let's come here into our fixed expenses. I don't need to do math yet. Our donation ended up being $102.50. I actually took that donation and made it to an agency that is providing relief for Hurricane Helene. And I added, so I made $100 donation, and they wanted us to see if we'd pay $250 to cover like the processing costs, so the whole donation could go to people, which is what I did. So that is there. Then my my HELOC payment. Our HELOC minimum payment ended up being $236.96, just because I made additional payments on it. So I made additional regular payments on it, which decreased the amount that I owed. Cell phone bill was $195.31. Life insurance, we set aside $131. School lunches was $0. Car registration was $0. $24.67 was the second half of the internet bill. $75 is anyway, so fixed expenses, sorry, I zoned out for a second. 102.5. All right, our total for our fixed expenses is $765.44. And if we subtract that from the $28.19.59 that we had to budget, that means we have $2,054.15 left to budget. So we come down into our variable expenses. I have $280 for groceries, $100 for eating out. Beauty ended up being $89.27. Drinks was $60. Allowance was $102.55. Work meals was $0. Car washes was $15. Amazon subscriptions was $100. Reading and donuts situation here ended up being $6. And then, so I just have a miscellaneous, just a straight miscellaneous category in our variable spending. So there's a bunch of random stuff on there. But it totaled up to $145.49. So I got a wax warmer for like body wax that I had to replace. I had to, on Pirate Ship, I shipped out some shirts for someone to an Etsy shop to make Christmas gifts for my kids. And I just put that in miscellaneous expenses. I bought a charm holder on Mercari for $12.09. Scentsy had a sale and I got like quite a few. I got 2 new warmers and stocked up on some stuff. That was $84.90. Stocked up on scents and got 2 new warmers. $15 went toward my kiddo's piercing because I Venmoed her what I didn't have in cash. So I covered that. And then the app that we do for fundraising, there are shipping and processing fees. And so that was $3.29. That is the entirety of the $145.49. All right, so the total there was $798.31. If I subtract that from the $2054.15 we had started with, that leaves $1255.84 to budget as we come up into our sinking funds. So for our sinking funds, we did set aside $25 for Christmas. We set aside $125 for LP for our winter heating cost, $94 into the envelope 100 envelope challenge in our travel sinking fund, $20 to our kids sinking fund, $50 actually went on our Quickstar card, gift card that we buy through the fundraising app for my kids' school that ends up covering our school lunches. $25 towards vehicle repairs online, $53 into the emergency fund from the for the 52-week challenge, $0 for medical, $160 still for summer daycare, and $0 for tattoo, and then $339 went into savings challenges and cash envelopes. So that leaves our sinking fund total at $891. And if I subtract that from the $1255.84 that we started with, that leaves us with $364.84 left to budget. That doesn't seem like I have enough here. So let's just go back and see if I missed some expenses somewheres. $2819.59 minus $765.44 minus $798.31 minus $891. Okay, so I'm redoing that math and getting $898.31. 200 plus 1, or 280 plus 100 plus 89.27 plus 60 plus 102.55 plus 15 plus 100 plus 6. I'm getting a totally different number. Hang on. Okay, well, it helps when I use all the numbers. Anyway, 898.31, so that's an additional 100. So minus 2054.15. We get 1155.84 there. So 1155.84 minus 891 leaves us with 264.84, which makes a lot more sense. We ended up doing $0 in other, leaving $0 there, leaving 264.84 left over as we move into our extra debt, and the extra debt payment that we made was $264.84. So our total debt payment was $264.84, leaving us with a zero-based budget. So that is where my money went during this pay period. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to comment. Until next time, bye.